You're planning to come over to Germany, be brave, be courageous, come over. There are a lot of opportunities over here. You can make a really good life for yourself if you put your mind to it. And yeah, I'm Yvonne. Hello. I'm here for the first time, open for questions.
Cause I don't want the simple life, it's the fine things I like.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special guest on the channel and she's going to be talking to you guys about life in Germany and particularly studies in Germany.
Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne and I'm happy to be here. I'm a student, I'm a mom and a wife and so many other things, yeah. So
finally I found someone who has been here for 10 plus years and she's going to give you first-hand experience on life in Germany, studies in Germany and all of that. I have a couple of questions I'm just going to ask and she would answer. I hope it helps you in a way if you're planning to move to Germany or if you just moved to Germany. And if you have more questions, just feel free to drop them in the comment section and she'll definitely respond to you guys. So, please tell us, how long have you lived in Germany?
I came to Germany since 2011. So, yeah, probably more than 10 years.
You just heard she's been here for 10 years plus, which makes her quite credible to give you like first-hand information on whatever it is that you might want to know about moving to Germany as a student or life in Germany in general. So my next question to you would be, what's the hardest part of your studies in Germany, or what's the hardest part of life in particular in Germany?
For my case, it's a little bit different than a regular student who came from home and is studying in Germany. For my case, I am married and I have kids, so I think the hardest part of my study journey was having to be a regular student and a mom and a wife at the same time. It has been like the hardest thing I had to do. Merging those three things together is a total mess. It can mess up your mental health, it can mess you up physically. So yeah, that's been the hardest part. I remember when I was writing my master thesis, having to get up at night to write, thinking that the kids are sleeping, but then again they cannot sleep without you. So sometimes you have to care for them while you're trying to read and research and write. It was very difficult. So yeah, that's the most difficult part of my study journey.
Yeah, I can actually confirm that because not just from her, I've seen so many moms around, like student moms around here. Trust me, they don't have it easy, but guess what? They are pulling through. So to you that wants to move to Germany as a student and probably you're single or you don't have kids and all of that, it can be way easier for you if you want it to be, because this is a mom of 3 and guess what? She's pulling this through. You can do it, we all can do it. It's just a matter of believing in or trusting in ourselves.
Yeah.
Next question to you would be, what would you recommend people moving to Germany to have at the back of their minds before coming to Germany for maybe studies or whatsoever life? What should they have in mind before coming over to Germany? Because the honest truth is, personally, I had no clue where I was going to. And when I got here, so many things hit me by shock that even to date, I'm still trying to like live with and cope with certain things. I had no idea what kind of journey I was embarking on. Yeah. And I really wish someone had told me or just given me a small clue on what to expect and how life was going to be, because definitely life changed when I moved here. And in a positive way, but also there were some rough moments. What would you tell someone who is watching this video, maybe from Africa or other continents, who want to move to Germany?
Anyway, I would say this. It's a very big change. So many people, you won't think it's a big deal until you're here. Moving over to another country where not just the skin color is different, the weather is different, the food is different, the mindset is different, the culture is different. The list can continue from now to forever. But then again, you have to have in the back of your mind that you as a person would have to change to fit in.
Yeah.
There will be so many things that don't feel, look, sound like what you're used to. So you might have to adapt by changing yourself. Life abroad, especially from a person coming from Africa, is hard. Living in a Western country is hard. The culture is nothing new to us. The food is nothing new to us. Not to talk of the language and mentality. So you have to prepare your mind for a 360 change, a complete change of your personality, of who you are. At the beginning, it's going to be hard because you'll be fighting between losing your cultural identity and accepting a strange culture. But then again, when that happens, the reality of life would be that you start losing your culture. You start losing everything that makes you you and embracing something new, something totally different. So yeah, just having in the back of your mind that things will change totally. Like nothing about you will stay the same, aside from probably what your looks, which I believe will also change because of the weather. So everything about you will change, and you should be ready to embrace that change if you want to live here.
That's true.
Or just go back home and be who you always have been. Yeah,
that's true. Okay, so thank you very much for that. And particularly, what would you tell a young person who's living in their home country? Let's say they're living in Cameroon, they're living in Zimbabwe, or whatever, or wherever they are. What would you tell them, like, about university, about studies in Germany? What should they look forward to when it comes to uni and all?
Okay, I can't speak for those who are coming from other countries like Zimbabwe, Nigeria, or whatever, but I can speak for Cameroon, where I'm from. The educational system in Germany is really, really hard. I mean, before you get an A plus or an A or a 1, how German people normally grade you, 1 is the best grade. Yeah. Before you get a 1, you must have worked so hard for it. I bet you. Normally, a very intelligent student where I come from might likely be an average student in German universities. So you should have that in the back of it. I struggled with that at the beginning of my studies because I was a very good student from my country, but when I came here, I struggled to accept the fact that I might not be in the A grade, students, or the students having the 1.
That's so true.
Yeah. You find yourself being an average student, even though you know deep down in you, boy, I was this good where I came from. So part of it, I think, is the way our school systems are. I mean, there are so many things that hit me when I started studying in Germany. I saw that a lot of my classmates, my German classmates, they were so fast at reading. Something that I wasn't. We didn't grow up reading storybooks or reading, just sitting and reading. Yeah, a few people did, but I mean, it was not the regular thing to just see a child reading every time books. But Germans do that. German students, they do that from when they were children. So they are so accustomed to reading well. In fact, they don't read, they skim. That is something we never learned. I mean, a professor will enter into the classroom, gives everyone an article to read, and before you know it, your German classmates are done and they're already ready to talk about this, and you are there still trying to figure out what the first paragraph is talking about. That is how fast they are. So sometimes you will think you're a very intelligent student, but then again, the German university system will make you feel average or even feel dull. Yeah. So
okay, that's actually true, guys. I totally concur with what she said, because I moved to Germany from Romania, and I came from Romania I did a semester, I think almost 2 semesters in Romania, and I came with straight A grades, but I had to convert those results, or the grades I had from Romania, because I was trying to transfer my credit, and everything went to a B minus. almost everything went to a B minus. Whatever I had to transfer. So it's so true. The system is quite different. They expect the best of everything. Just imagine coming from Romania, which is still in the EU, it's not Schengen, it's still in the EU, with an A grade, it's considered as a B grade in Germany. So you can think of what your grade from Cameroon, where I come from, would look like. Yeah, so of course, like, it's not very easy, but if you put in the work, you're definitely going to get those grades that you're looking for.
And it's not like we are badging the education systems from where we are from. It's just that it's totally different. Like in Germany, it's more specialized.
Yeah.
Kids already know what they might be while they are very young, so they kind of do specialized education. But for us, we did more of general education. We had to know everything. You had to know fishing in Norway, agriculture in Holland.
Which really not valid.
Which did not, I mean, they don't help you in any way, but then again, they give you the general knowledge because you can cope in any society that you find yourself. But it's not specific, and it makes you know everything, but nothing in particular. Yeah, so it's just the systems are different.
Would you advise someone, mostly a lady, to start a family, or to start a family? I won't say have kids because I'm not for. Of course, it can happen that you have a kid while you're alone as a single mom or whatever. But I'm not really for that, right? Is it something that you would recommend for a young lady who just moves to Germany and starts her studies to do, like starting a family while in school, or would you rather advise them to wait until they are done with uni before they can start, or maybe especially having kids, the part of having kids, would you have them wait till they are done with uni to get to this part, or would you say it's okay to
mix? Anyway, I'll say this, it depends on your level of motivation. If you're not a person who can self-motivate, a person who can look into the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm going to read 3 papers and summarize them, and you do it. If you're not that kind of person who set goals and accomplish them, don't. Because you see these people called kids, hey, they will mess up they will mess up your life. Anyway, I'll say this. There is never a right time to have kids. Whether you have it now or later, when you're 20 or when you're 30, it comes with its fair share of headache, stress, challenges, whatever you call it. But then, having kids while you're a student is another level of stress on its own.
Yeah. Because
the lecturers and the school system does not understand that you have kids. Nobody cares. They care if in case there is an exam and you're not able to write because your child is sick. They will care and they'll give you they'll give you permission to write later. But at the end of the day, you will still write that exam even if you have to write it 2 weeks later. So nobody really cares. So if they're giving something for everyone to do, nobody will give you less because you're a mother of 1, 2, or 3. No.
Okay.
You have to perform like every other person. And if you underperform, you get a bad grade. If you overperform, you get a good grade. It's just like that. So you yourself should be able to self-motivate and know that this is a journey I am ready to make, irrespective of what will come. Kids can get sick. There will be days when you won't be able to attend class. There will be days when you are at school and they call you from kindergarten that the kids are sick. There will be days when they won't. There will be weeks when they are at home. They are all sick for weeks. There will be days when you also be sick because they came from kindergarten and gave you one infection or a flu or something. It's a total. I don't know how I can put it, but it's very, very difficult having to study with kids. But then again, if you're a motivated person, if you are a go-getter, the kind of person who puts their goals down and achieves them irrespective of what happens, then you can do it. You can do it. It can be done. It's not impossible, but it comes with a fair share of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see her, I see so many other women who have kids and they're in school. They're pushing through. And I've also seen women who had just one baby and that was enough to keep them out of uni and back to their countries. Like, that's how overwhelmed, that's how stressful it was for them.
There were days when I broke down on like studying and crying. You just feel like, what are you even killing yourself for?
Whoa.
Because you don't sleep at night, you don't sleep during the day, you're trying to catch up. Your fellow students or your fellow classmates have gone so far with whatever project that has been given, or they are reading already for the exams. You're there still struggling to catch up with what they said in class, or what they gave in the study group, or what they gave in the project. You're just all over the place, but at the end of the day, you're getting nothing done because you can't even sit for 30 minutes without one thing coming up and you have to run and do. You have to pick the kids, you have to cook for them, you have to clean their house, you have to wash their clothes. There are just so many things you have to do, but then again, like I said, it's doable. You just have to be a very disciplined person and make use of the little time or the little spaces when you are free. If you know you're going to be free tomorrow, the kids might be at kindergarten for 2 hours. If you don't use that 2 hours for something productive in your studies, mind you, you will never have time to replace it. You will never.
Oh my God. And would you say the university gives some kind of support to mothers, particularly with maybe like kindergarten kind of help? Or
Yes.
Just whatever.
That is something that
you.
I really had to take advantage of. German universities are very understanding when it comes to students with families. It's not like they'll give you free grade or free marks, no. But then they will understand if it's a case where your kids are sick, you're not able to go to class, or if you can't write an exam because you have something to do, or so they give you a free pass. They also give during the time when we have exams, they'll offer to give you childcare services. Yeah, they'll offer to give you childcare services to take care of your kids while you prepare for your exam. So for my case, what I did was, during when I was writing my exams, my children also had holidays. So it was difficult having to study while they're at home. So what I'll do is I'll take them to school, keep them at the university care service, and then I go to one class or to the library to study. Then I pick them and we all go home. It's a little bit stressful, but I tell you, it's a whole lot of help. It's a whole lot of help that I would advise every mommy student or mother student who is in Germany to take advantage of, because you pay almost nothing. I just paid for food for them, but then again, it was all free. It was all free, so
that's really amazing.
Yeah,
that's so much help for the parents.
Exactly.
Yeah. So guys, it's actually possible for those who want to start families, because I know some people come here as students to meet like their spouses or something like that, and most likely babies might come.
Yeah. And
you'll be wondering, what do I do? How am I going to cope with university and raising a baby and all of that?
They will also understand if you have to take a break.
Yeah.
Because I won't lie, you have burnout. You have them uncountable. You have so many burnouts, you will not be able to count them.
So sometimes you recommend you take like a break in between.
Yeah, you can take a break. If for example, you cannot, you are unable to finish a semester, you can always inform the university, and you just have to present the birth certificate of the kids to prove that you have kids.
Yeah.
And that's all. You'll be given the semester off and you can rest. So many times I wouldn't want to take a break, but I had to take a long break because, hey.
I can
It
imagine.
dealt with my
Oh,
mental
imagine.
health so bad that there was a point where I just had to take a break. But when I came back, I pushed myself to finish because there was, taking those breaks also is one thing, but then you're seated at home always thinking about how do I go back to finish my studies? How do I go back to finish my studies? So yeah.
And how long on average can one take this break in between?
To be honest, you can take it as long as your children are under.
And you still stay enrolled in that university?
Yeah, and you still stay enrolled. You can take it as long as your children are under a minor age. Not like you want to take it from when they are 0 to when they are 10. That's stupid.
No,
Yeah. But then again,
that's gonna be a lot.
you're allowed to take it at least 3 years, 4 years, it's even 5 years. The university is really understanding when it comes to that. So yeah.
Okay, that's really great because that would be helpful for, I don't know, people who want to.
Yeah, so if you're coming, for example, if you have a spouse or a wife back home who you want to bring and you're expecting that she can study and at the same time you guys can have a family, kids, it's doable. She can have breaks in between or give birth in between her studies. It's definitely possible. They'll wait for you. The school is not going anywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
That's a flexibility you have in
Yeah.
studying in Germany. I don't know about other universities because, I'm based in Germany. That's all I can say.
Yeah, other countries. Yeah.
But I think there's some sort of a break for mothers who are students, maybe maternity break or something. I don't know how long it might be in other countries, but like she clearly said, it's gonna be unlimited in Germany. So yeah, you have that flexibility. So if you're coming to Germany to study and you have a kid or you plan on having kids soon, don't get scared. It takes 2 years, but it's possible. So I've been getting this question a lot from so many of you. You've been asking me if you should come to Germany for an Ausbildung or if you should come and study. So I'm going to give that question over to you. Would you advise a young person to come to Germany for studies, or would you recommend they go for a vocational training program?
First of all, there should be a passion for whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Most people will advocate
I'm
that you
asking-
should do something that you're passionate about.
Mostly because
Which I support.
Ausbildung is the easy way out. You get
It's not. I don't think it's the easy way out.
Okay, people consider it the easy way out.
Okay.
So this is why they come to me with, should we go through the easy way out where you don't have to pay tuition fees, you don't have to pay all that, you get your insurance paid for you and everything? Or
You mean easy way out as in you'll be working and they'll
Earning
be
some
paying
money,
you, earning some money
studying,
while yes,
with the nursing
definitely on
Seems-
that part, Ausbildung or
easy.
vocational training is definitely the way to go. But then again, I would say go through the hard part, then you end up earning more.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, I see Germany and any other Western countries. The point of an African, there are people who come here because they just want to study. They have a good life back in Africa. They have everything they want. So they come to study and they go back home. For some of us, or for me in particular, I came here because this was the better life for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I would take advantage of the highest life I can get out of this society.
Right.
Ausbildung is good. It puts you in the system fast. You earn money while you are learning or trying to become something. But then again, there is that part where once you're done, you earn a certain amount for a very long time.
Talk about nursing. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
for example,
zero
nursing.
prospects of growth.
Yeah, nursing is good. If you're passionate about nursing, you can
It's
do
good.
nursing.
Yeah.
If also in the case where you are not qualified to study, then it's good to do that. But if you're qualified to study, if you have your school leaving certificates from Africa and you're coming over here trying to do Ausbildung instead of studying, for me it's a no. I want to get the highest of the highest levels of jobs or whatever this society can offer me as an immigrant. Because there's also that part where you as a person, you live here. If you're coming here to study, you'll be living here. You integrate in the society, you become part of the society. And you would want to have the best for yourself. Right. So don't just come and take what is there because every other person is doing it. Yeah. If there's an opportunity to go higher or take a better position, take it. And for me, studies is what will give me that.
True.
You know, you study, it will be painful during your studies because paying
house rent.
Paying house rents and
paying
everything.
Your insurance.
But then again, it's not like you're totally working on zero. If you'll be working, so they'll pay you some amount, but you will not live like a big boy, a big girl that can afford a big house or a bed. It's with time you'll be able to afford all those things. But the house building, which is also very good, I recommend people to do it. But it just gives you the average life.
Yeah.
That, for me,
that's not what you're up for.
I'd rather stay in Africa, you know, and I won't say I'd rather stay in Africa, but I would rather go for something better if it's there than go for something average. I didn't come here to count.
Yeah, we don't have to be mediocre.
You can go for whatever makes you happy.
Okay.
But if you're here to make use of the opportunities that the society is giving, I'll definitely tell you to study. Because when you study, it opens a wide range of doors for you, which you can freely pass irrespective of your color, your skin color.
Yeah, that's true.
When you have studied
so many opportunities
and you're standing there, nobody looks at how dark you are. They look at your qualification. Yeah, so I'll definitely say if you can study, you study. But again, not everybody can study.
That's it for the questions I had for our guests today. Thank you very much for coming in, for answering our questions.
Thank you
it
for
was such
having
a
me.
pleasure. We really look forward to having you more often. And yeah, guys, that's been it for this interactive session with our special guest today. I hope you learned a thing or two from her today. And if you have more questions, please just leave them in the description box.
Yeah.
She's going to be there to let you guys know whatever it is you want to know from her.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a long video, but trust me, there's so much juice in this.
Yeah.
You should come tapping. Thank you guys for watching this video. And do you have anything to say?
Thank you for having me, and yeah, hopefully if you're planning to come over to Germany, be brave, be courageous, come over. There are a lot of opportunities over here. You can make a really good life for yourself if you put your mind to it. And yeah, peace.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you. Bye.